And we're back. Former Budget Secretary Benjamin Diokno is pointing to internal missteps, including budget misallocation, poor execution, and corruption, as the main reasons behind the country's economic slowdown under the Marcos administration. While Malacanang attributes the dip to global tensions, Diokno argues that the problem lies within our own borders. Jane Cunita reports.
The Philippine economy slowed to 2.3% growth in the second quarter of 2026, a sharp drop from previous quarters. While Malacanang claims the dip is temporary and largely driven by global conflicts, former Budget Secretary Benjamin Diokno says blaming outside forces is a mistake. He stresses that domestic issues are the true culprit.
I think this is largely domestic-driven. Kasi pwede nating i-blame yan sa giyera sa Russia versus Ukraine or sa US versus Iran. Pero hindi po yung tamang. That is a wrong explanation. It is mostly domestic-driven. The sharp decline of the economy could be blamed to misallocation of the national budget.
Diokno highlights four critical issues: budget misallocation, wrong spending priorities, poor project execution, and rampant corruption. He criticizes the government's shift toward cash doleouts or ayuda instead of funding programs that generate jobs and drive long-term growth.
That the quality of spending has also weakened. Spending priorities have shifted away from job creating and growth enhancing programs and towards social grants. Puro ayuda. Nakita niyo yung budget ngayon, napakadaming ayuda that are more vulnerable to political patronage.
For Diokno, it is not just about the amount of cash aid handed out to the people. Instead, he says the real focus should be whether that government money is actually creating jobs and driving economic growth.
Ang problema dyan sa ayuda, actually hindi naman yan talaga leakage-free. Being nice here. Leakage means yung napupunta kay congressman at senador. No? Maraming talaga leakage yung mga ayuda. So, at saka kung magbibigay ka rin lang ng ayuda, mabuti bigyan mo na lang siya ng trabaho. Di ba?
Instead of relying heavily on cash grants, Diokno proposes redirecting funds toward essential public works programs such as construction, river dredging, and agricultural planting.
Sa tingin ko, mas gusto ng Pilipino na bigyan siya ng trabaho kaysa bigyan siya ng ayuda.
Diokno also issued a stark warning regarding the ballooning portion of the national budget allocated strictly to debt interest payments, which now accounts for 21.4% of the budget. That figure is a significant jump from the previous target of around 13% according to Diokno. He also raised flags over the projected budget deficit for 2027, which sits at 5.1% of GDP, far exceeding the original 3.2% benchmark.
Pero ngayon, sa sinabit na budget, ang deficit natin is 5.1. So malaking bagay yun, yung 5.1 versus 3.2. Several hundred billions yun, difference na yun. So, sa manggagaling yun, panghihiram tayo ng pera, domestic and foreign. Ang sino magbabayad nun? Yung future generation.
Another key area of concern is declining infrastructure spending, projected to drop from 5.17% of GDP down to less than 4%. Diokno says controversies over flood control projects should not lead to blanket cuts in overall infrastructure investments.
Dapat we have to invest in infrastructure. So the mere fact na, of course, nagka-problema sa mga flood control projects, pero halimbawa, kailangan talaga na ekonomiya natin ay 500 billion, di dapat yung i-allocate, no? Hindi yung porque tinatamaan kayo sa mga batikos, babawasan mo.
All these factors, Diokno warns, erode both investor and consumer confidence, creating policy uncertainty that stalls economic momentum.
So that means nawalan ng confidence sa taong bayan, sa gobyerno.
Thank you, sir. Less production.
He pointed to premature political maneuvering, including the charter change signature drives in 2023 and 2024, as a major trigger for public hesitation. Jokno added that uncertain economic direction causes both local consumers and foreign investors to hold back on committing new capital. Still, the former DBM chief believes the current administration still has time to correct course and rebuild trust.
Never give up. The 2 years yun eh. Madami ka pang magagawa sa 2 years. So, siguro as a way of correcting the errors in the past, sige-sige lang. Tsaka, alagaan mo talaga yung pera ng bayan. Walang masasayang. And then, prioritize mo talaga yung projects. Hindi yung projects ni congressman o senador.
Jokno previously served as budget secretary under the Arroyo, Aquino, and Duterte administrations. This has been Jane Coniter, citizen correspondent reporting for Newsline World.